Yeah, that
Well,
shit is definitely the craziest.
nigga, he would have motherfucking wrote you a check, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here.
Right. Straight bullshit.
So what is his story though? I think I heard about him like back in the days. Um, but like on the other little part, they said he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll
I
Hall of
see.
Fame.
I seen a special on him not very long ago. I can't remember if it was on Netflix or what it was on, but it was a whole little giving him his flowers, right? Because he is like the nigga that you connect with when you're trying to make some shit happen. Um,
Oh,
Primarily with black folks and black entertainment, but politics and just he's a power broker, man. He's
wow.
a real power broker and shit. And on top of it, a hell of a good motherfucker, right? Like a philanthropist kind of guy, like really trying to promote people to kind of advance their shit.
Yes, and that's the part.
This, like you say, this the special. It's called the Black Godfather. Shit.
Okay, yeah,
Really what the
you
nigga was, for real, for real. Well, he is. I mean, he didn't die. His wife got slumped.
yeah, but that just goes to show you, right, that Mac and how you used to put me up on game, right, with just your sayings about your life experiences, right? Not nigga, I did this and I did that, but it's like, Nikki, look, that you put you put in the mix of a conversation what they would call wisdom, right? What generational wealth. It ain't about what you're gonna leave me, houses, cars, businesses, and stuff. It's about the tutelage that we get, and it take it back to rudimentary for sayings, right? That this guy, by the power of his conversation, opened doors for people. Then you got some sad little people that's gonna come out here and for just the glorious times to make people a victim of your robbery, your high life, or I peeled somebody back. It's chump change to this man. You know what I'm saying? It's chump change to the idea of when you show back up to the thing and like the homies check it's like you stupid or you ignorant to say that you got away with jewelry, money, necklaces, whatever, but this person's life is gone for you to throw up the whatever. Oh man, I pulled the lick and such and such. It's nothing to fall. Yeah, you're gonna fall back on karma. You're not falling forward to any significant thing because if you probably actually don't even know that he probably influenced your whole family life wherever you developed from, unless you just came from under a rock. You know what I'm saying? And that is what the current currency now is, Mac. That people want to highlight destructions and take it from people to say that they're doing something to floss for the moment in time, where it's not going to last you no time. You know what I'm saying? That couple of $1,000, 10 racks, 20 racks, whatever, is gone. But you're going to spend your life in jail to floss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People lose.
motherfuckers don't know crime ain't what it used to be and shit, right? Like you do something real significant, you get them people on you, your ass is going to jail.
Period.
At the least. At the very least, right?
Yeah.
Very least.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, right?
Look, let me tell you something, right? It's a trip, right? Before we start the show. Um, we actually was going to do a podcast about this. I had this on this particular thing as a topic, but we didn't ever get to it. So the boy, Young Dolph, got killed in Memphis, right? I did a little video on it, right? A few weeks ago, right? Whatever. When I tell you that in the last days since this boy got killed, that the internet, fuck the police, right? We ain't even talking about the police. The internet then put the two and two together and had a nigga damn near convicted, right? They done talked about, yeah, look at this hat. This is the same hat as in this video right here with this whoop-de-whoop. We connected him with the car, same car. And this car was found at the abandoned house, and the house was a trap spot where such and such used to shoot videos. Here go the video with the house in the background. Yeah, boy, you going to jail.
Right? Yeah. And there's cameras everywhere.
Everywhere, baby.
Yeah. So and that goes to my point, right? That you snuffed this man's life out for what? Some jury, some cred. You know what I'm saying? It's like you more famous now for peeling this dude off to try to get what? Some clout, some where you got some content. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to make no significant value to change your life. Now his family life didn't change because, you took this dude out, but look at the impact that he made upon for he even to be recognized, for you to think that you got to take down one of the great ones on some revenue stream. That if you would have went talk to him, you know what I'm saying, he probably would have been, like you said, like a philanthropist and looked out for you.
Okay, we're gonna let you do a whole show on Clarence Avant's wife. Sometime between now and Tuesday, bro. You can just get it off. In the meantime, let me get this off.
Hey. It's hot.
Live at 5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond. Welcome everybody to the StreamCast. Glad you can join us tonight. I am your illustrious host, Kingfish Mac, joined as usual by the Piranhas in the doggone pound.
Yeah.
To the left of me, always the best, me, my boy, Mr. Nick Nass. What's going on with that, boy?
Man, acting like Toast, you never know when I'm gonna pop up. I'm live at 5, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it all the way cracking.
Never know when I'm gonna pop up. You heard it? Like Toast.
Spill.
It's like when you don't think you have another one, bam, I found one in the package.
Yeah, 2-piece and the biscuit. You heard me?
I heard that. And then down there on the low but never alone is my boy, Mr. Frankly None Flyer. What's happening with you, baby boy?
What it do? As you know, I'm here getting my football on, rolling up my young weed. Yeah.
Get it right. Get it right.
Super cool. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know who brings the brightness and the bling bling to the pond. My beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo.
What up?
Yeah.
What up? Shout out to the Saints who gonna whip the Cowboys' ass.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you Cowboys fans.
So gonna fade the boys, huh?
That out there tonight. Fuck it.
And shout out to Shell who's donating her whole first half to the Piranha Pond. Don't trip, I got the game right above. If anything significant happen, I definitely will let you know. Cowboys is ass anyway. So
we good. That's what I was like. I'm not tripping at all. If I trust me, Facebook will tell me. I'll know in a second if they win or they lose.
The Cowboys actually been playing this year. What are they?
8-3
or something? Are they 7-3 or 8-3
this year? I mean, fuck, they got a team. They should.
Oh no! All I know is pins up. Goddamn it!
They should be.
Don't be trying to hate on the Saints, Frank.
Look, my Rams and my Lakers.
Not at all.
My Rams and my Lakers both did the same thing this year. They stacked the motherfucking roster with all these motherfucking names. Hey, mama now. And then, that shit won't gel for nothing. It won't gel for nothing, right? We got a dream team in Los Angeles. We got 2 dream teams in Los Angeles, and can't neither one of them win a game.
Why you acting like you don't know why the Lakers won't gel?
That's what I said. We got two dream teams.
It's not
too much talent.
You can't play as a team.
Right. It's too much
hold on though. In the Lakers' defense, man, we got a lot of season left. Back up off my Lakers. Secondly, I don't
That's
know about
not where
that.
I'm going with it. You got a wonderful team, but you can't
Man, we
be
got a lot of season to go, man. We gonna be in it to win it.
you can't play team player and try to be team manager at the same time.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
Okay, so just
Yeah,
get off
start some.
LeBron's nuts. Just
Fuck
get
him.
off
right. I
LeBron's
mean,
nuts.
that man can do what they allow him to do. What
For
you
real.
mean?
And
Tragedy.
let me tell you what the problem is.
That's why he come
You know,
with
look,
championship.
wait. It's not even the Lakers' fault. Cleveland let him get away with too much.
Ooh.
No, it didn't.
He
The
ran a
fact that he
No.
goes where he goes
and
and produces
it wasn't
allows him to get away with too
Cleveland
much.
but to run Cleveland. So he ran Cleveland. And he did.
Production. He generally
Well,
runs the NBA because of the production. This man take championships basically everywhere he go. Ain't
But
nobody
he
finna
I
argue
would
with that dude.
but he
Ain't nobody
taking
finna
it
argue
this
with that
year
dude.
because he
I
taking
will
it
say this.
he
I
taking
will
it
say
because
this about
his salty ass sportsmanship this year. Let me tell you
Okay.
let me tell
But
you
that
one
ain't
thing.
had
I
no
That
will
bearing
boy
say
on him in
this
the
that
about
league
it.
boy
though.
from the Pistons should have whipped his fucking ass. It ain't no way in the world he would have did that to him on the street. He knew
Oh no, and he apologized for that
these
too.
two players was
Yeah,
gonna
that was
have
an
his back.
accident.
I wish he would
Yeah,
have
he did
just
do that
rolled
shit on
up on
purpose.
him and just did that and brought
My
that
man
out.
just got soft skin. It ain't his fault he
Soft
got soft
skin.
skin. You know what I'm saying?
Tenderize.
Yeah,
Well,
that
Tenderize.
man
here's
got tender
That boy
skins.
didn't do him bad.
My man didn't wear tough
He only
skins when he
didn't
was a
get with him
kid.
because of he LeBron. Act like
Hey,
act like
um,
Detroit soft.
Detroit. I didn't say Detroit was soft. I said he had
Uh-oh.
soft skin. Detroit gangster. My grandfather from Detroit. Gangster shit happens in Detroit. That's for
I
Detroit.
sure.
just I
Now,
just need
both of y'all
somebody
got the
to
last
tell
name
me
Morris. We
the
don't need to do
last
that.
the
No.
last NBA player that walked up and slapped the fuck out of another player. That was unsportsmanlike conduct. And
He
even if
didn't
that ain't
slap
what
him.
he
He
doing.
I
That
needed
he
ain't
him
didn't
to
what
come
he
slap
back and
him.
say,
doing.
He
no,
elbowed the man on
I
accident.
needed him to come back and say, hey,
He
Or meet you in the
elbowed the man
parking
on
that's
lot.
not
accident.
what you do on the court. I was wrong because he wanted everybody else to say when they wrong. And don't get me wrong, I think
No,
LeBron is
but he
a great
did
person.
though.
He does a lot. He does a lot for education. He does a lot for everything. But bad sportsmanship will get you nowhere in my book.
I
Yeah.
don't think that was bad sportsmanship. I
Right.
think it
How
was
was that
an
bad
accident.
sportsmanship? The man hit the man on accident.
You
I
know
No, he
what?
did
watched
an
it
Isaiah
15
You
times.
Thomas.
know what? You know
You
what?
know, we get Sports Center around here. We
That's a,
get to see that shit all
that's
night
a
on the replay.
that's another
And we
show.
get to hear Stephen A talk about that shit in the morning on first
That's
take.
another
That
show.
shit was an accident.
That's
But it
another show.
comes, with being the king comes scrutiny. You got to understand, I ain't no fucking big LeBron fan, right? I'm a Lakers
Me
fan.
neither.
So I'm
But
a
I'm a Laker
LeBron
fan.
fan
Right.
because the nigga is in LA. But,
Right.
Kobe ain't here no more. So I got to get a nigga his flowers and shit, right? And on top of that, right, a lot of things that, here, let me say two things. First thing about the Cleveland situation, right? That nigga big up Cleveland in a way that no other hometown boy would ever do. That nigga didn't go to Cleveland because he wanted to go to Cleveland. That nigga went to Cleveland because he said, I'm gonna go take you niggas a championship. And then I'm the fuck out of there, right? And that's what the fuck he did. That nigga, man, ain't gonna get another championship in Cleveland till Bronny come into the league. How about that? Right?
If
So
he
he
played
did
for
what he was
Cleveland.
supposed to do. And
Because
then
he might play for LA.
then he went to go secure the bag and his future, right, in Los Angeles, which is all the business opportunities. And under the tutelage of Magic Johnson, the first sports personality to just do it in LA business. You feel what I'm saying? So, I can't be mad at him. Secondly, and this is what's way more important, I can't be mad at LeBron for taking he took the roots that was planted by Kobe in changing player relationships with management, right? By having your people hired as part of management, right? People that's going to work in your best interest. So LeBron is doing the same thing in Los Angeles, not only with the back office shit, right? Putting fucking Maverick and whoever else, you know what I'm saying, on different staffs and in those back rooms having meetings with fucking Jeannie Buss and whoever the fuck else and shit, right? But also on the court in terms of making deals to look, man, basketball is a business. Professional basketball is a business. Right? The business is winning. Chips. Second place don't mean shit. Second place don't get no commercial. Second place don't get no trip to the fucking White House. Second place sure the fuck don't get no ring. So win at all costs. And if all costs mean I can maneuver the ownership into putting niggas on the team that I could play with, or I think I could play with, or my boys, or whatever the fuck,
When that
then
shit
do that,
start
nigga.
working, let me
The
know.
Lakers is
Right
stacked up.
right
The
now.
Lakers is stacked up.
Bless
The
you.
Lakers' whole front line is stacked up with marquee players.
Okay,
You can
well,
take
when?
anybody from the front line, from the starting five, and you could build a team around. How about
Okay. When
Ooh.
2-3 years
LeBron
when
did
that team
that.
be built, then we can talk about it. But right now, you still building your team, so
that? No, the team
work
is
with your
built. They
team.
just
Team
need
built.
to
We just
gel.
gotta play.
They just need to
Yeah.
gel. That's
Team
all.
built. We just gotta play.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds like some JC lyric stuff right there, y'all. I like it.
And just to slide you off a little bit more, Zion coming to LA too.
He gonna lead the Pelicans?
Hell yeah.
I think he should.
Hell yeah.
What?
He
Yeah,
should.
he ain't did nothing down there. He might need
He
to get
should.
around some. He might
He should.
Zion might need to
He
be
should.
around some
Like
real
every other,
leadership. For
like
a
every
couple
other
The
good.
tutelage of Magic
You
Johnson.
don't
nigga.
have no.
Yeah,
He
he
don't.
might
You
need to
don't
be
have
about
no. He don't have no help. So he should.
Zion was
He should.
Zion was predicted to be the next LeBron, and then got down there in New Orleans and didn't have no fucking help.
That's what I
You know
said.
what I'm
He
saying?
ain't got no
He
help.
This
I'm
nigga
not
just
He
never
had
finna
to,
come to LA.
and he had to
league
try to
they don't have
learn
no
how to
help.
be a superstar by himself, with all the criticism and everything. Like, nigga, you can go down, you can come down that motherfucking pipe and slam that shit like LeBron. But what you can't do is dribble that motherfucking ball, spin off the motherfucking dribble, and hit that three. You can't
But
do
you
that.
ain't got no.
You
You
can't
ain't
dish
got.
that
You
motherfucker.
know, I
You
mean,
ain't got
You
no
can't play all
fadeaway.
kinds of
You ain't got none of
and
that
you
shit.
ain't got
good
nobody
team
to
like
teach
we
you none of
had.
that
That
shit.
that year that we had
But
that good team with your boy, what's his name? Tall dude.
AD.
AD,
Yeah.
Rondo, that year that they had all of them, they was all seasoned. That,
Oh,
that
that
was
year
the,
that
that
y'all
was
had
the
the Lakers
last
squad. Is that what she just said?
Yeah, the
Yep.
same year they had the Lakers squad. That's what
Same
you
year
talking
they had
about.
the
That
Lakers
year.
squad.
Yep. That's why he
Oh,
going to the Lakers.
I
You know,
Hey, but look,
once
yep, he
I
I'm
will.
mad.
remember.
Mark my words.
I'm
Mark
not
my
mad at
words, right? Mark
but
my words,
I'm mad
right?
at a grown ass nigga
That
slapping a nigga on the
he
court and having
You didn't slap him, babe.
sportsmanship
he
and
he
not being a
elbowed him
man
on
about it
accident.
and say, and because you always want to be this for kids and not being a man about it and say, kids,
Accidental
this is not
elbow.
how you really play ball.
so you
I
say
shouldn't have
that
done
he
that wasn't right. If you're gonna
Accidental
do
No,
something,
elbow.
you gotta at least be able to come back and be like, that's not right.
I
yeah,
mean,
he
you
did
I
know,
like
think he might have
he
issued a
did
public
though.
apology.
He didn't. He did not. Don't
he
lie to
put an
me to my
Isaiah
face. He
he
did
he
not.
put an Isaiah Thomas on him, huh? To
Go
old
go
school
go to my
Detroit.
man Twitter.
You smoking too
Twitter.
much. He did not.
Yeah, that's why you
Oh
He
my
apologizing
did
at.
not.
Go to my man Twitter.
He did
He
not.
got an apology up there. My bad, homie. Next time I
My
get
man,
you under the
homie.
right eye
I
or some
wish it
shit.
would be my bad. I wish
Something like
that
that.
dude
That's
from
what
the
he said
Lakers
though.
pull up in his neighborhood and whip his fucking ass. Detroit style.
I had
Yeah,
to
but
I
that dude ain't even from Detroit. He just playing Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. But I want him to. I want him to do it. I want him to be like
catch a fade.
Big Sean. That's what you put elbow to the back. Yeah.
She said you want to catch a fade. She said
I
I would have
want
met
him
him
to
in the
catch
parking
him
lot.
like he from Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Who's
Little
that?
8 Mile. So what's on your mind, Pon? What y'all else got going on? What's the stories, man? What y'all been on?
Shit, I lost my spot. Here, let me do this.
The-
Oh shit, that ain't what I'm trying to do.
Got
I'm trying to share.
to do what I'm trying to do.
Boom.
I need that comment section. We had. Oh, there you go with this dumb shit.
I just want to put that up there right quick.
You hear what it says? You hear it? Reportedly trying. That sounds like
Try it.
allegedly. That sounds
I
like
mean,
allegedly.
if he ain't answering him back, what can he do?
That
If the
sounds
man
like
ain't trying to talk to
allegedly.
him, what can he
We
do?
all know how allegedly goes.
Man trying to reach out. LeBron ain't that type of dude. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, he act like he was.
But he did though, because he didn't fight the dude, because he
He
didn't
got
pick
a
him up
Billy
off the
Club.
ground and give him a hug and kiss or something. Like, what do you mean?
You're not gonna bitch slap me on the basketball court.
But he did though on purpose. It's not like he did it on purpose. It was an accident. Shit happens.
Okay.
It's
Y'all see that?
basketball.
I want to see that be an accident with AI with IA Allen Iverson. I want that to
Look,
be. I want that to
look.
be an accident with a nigga like that.
He was trying to snatch away from him. He didn't know he was hitting the nigga in the face.
That's what
It was
Backhand.
you going with.
But that, it ain't on us. Shit. I ain't hit the nigga in the face. I wouldn't apologize. I'd have gone out right where I stood at, nigga. Look, we both getting ejected.
Like, what you want to do, nigga? Yo
It
bad.
is what it is, nigga.
Yeah.
Let's clear.
Yo bad.
Let's clear
hop
Watch
on
your
in
face,
that
nigga.
Let's clear
Watch your
the
face,
air
nigga.
on this motherfucker.
Hey, Mac
Watch your
just sound like
face,
Bernie
nigga.
Mac. Mac just sound like Bernie Mac. It's gonna be some misunderstanding up in here. Bust your head to the
Give
white.
him an elbow and tell him to watch out. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, to go to the show. Oh, I know what it was. Look, I'm just dragging along and shit like I've been drinking or something. I ain't even started yet. Shout out to Tito's.
Tito's.
In the topic meeting today, well, here, let me tell it a different way. So I shot a video to you guys in the topic meeting. You guys know what it was. And what it was, because I don't want to put the whole thing up there, was that I was watching another podcast. I was watching Joe Budden podcast, and they got into a real, what I thought to be a interesting conversation. Not that we're going to talk about that. In that conversation, Joe made a comment to the extent of spending money on his girl, right, throughout the course of the year. Somebody else on the podcast made a comment to the extent of, you need to put her on the payroll so you can write off the money that you give her. Everybody was like, oh yeah, that's such a good idea. Joe said, yeah, that would be a good idea. Sounds like a good idea in man world. But a woman is going to have a different idea about that. She's going to feel like, nigga, why are you trying to expense me type of shit, right? Like, whatever you give to me, you should be giving to me. Don't try to write off my motherfucking gifts or whatever the fuck, right? And it becomes that conversation. Now, they had a whole conversation about that. Whether Joe was right or wrong kind of ain't the fucking issue, because we would argue that shit forever. What kind of struck me in the time that I was watching was that there actually is an issue of finances in relationship politics. Like when you go into a relationship or while you're in the relationship or shit, more importantly, when you break up, you got financial issues and shit that have to be addressed. Right. And my question for the pond today is exactly
Don't do
that.
it.
How do we deal with finances in our relationship? This nigga here. Talk to me, Pond. Nick, you got something to say, so holler at me.
No, I don't have nothing to say.
No, you got something to say. You cracking over there in the corner too hard.
I never seen this nigga cackle. I never seen my nigga cackle.
Topic all day.
The fuck?
He already laughed. We ain't even started it yet. But he ain't got nothing to say.
No, I don't have nothing to say. Plead the fifth. Go. Somebody else go first.
There ain't no fifth in the pond, homie. The water's clear out here.
The
fuck? Yeah, that is
Keith,
from the start.
Remember what pond he in.
So that's the
piranha pond.
All right. So let's get to swimming. I don't have no floaters on today. So right there, that to show you that is the breakdown of every successful relationship is when it comes to do the finances. Because in other words, we want to push it to the side like it don't mean nothing, but it means everything. You know what I'm saying? Like how are we going to make ends meet? You know, like they said, we're going to get the ends, but that is the part that people start putting the bread before. Did you wash your ass this morning? Where the money at? How we going to make it through these 24 hours? And right there, and it's a sad case in our own community that you'll go out and make yourself up like you got money, but at the end of the day, nigga, broke is broke. If we spend all our money on bills and shit, it don't have nothing after we spend putting on our bill, and we think we just gonna magically delicious like some Lucky Charms, make some money come from somewhere to fucking go turn up somewhere, and the shit is not possible because we don't even go there. You got it or you don't got it. Period.
I'm keeping it all the way real. Fuck that. If you want to date me or if you want to do things with me, go places, stuff like that, at this point where I am in my life, you need to be able to afford to do so. I'm not saying you need to be rich, and I'm not saying you need to be a millionaire. I also hate the fact that I'm so passive aggressive that I won't ask you for shit because I expect
Exactly.
you to know that I expect you to know me enough to know when I'm doing good and when I might need a little extra help. And I'm dealing with a girl who not gonna ask me because that's not how she was raised. And 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 because she come from the pedigree she come from, she feels like it's belittling her to actually have to say it. Like, you know, I I'm not. Um, I've had times in the past to where I have may have, and and let's just contribute that to the sorry ass niggas I done mess with. But I've had people in the past to where you know how you gently or you passively ask people, well, how you day, well, how your day going, what's going on with you, what got you frustrated. Now, if you ask me all that, and I actually kind of say, well, kind of having some issues. This what I got going on. You asked me, so I'm just saying it. I'm not asking you anything, but I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. You asked, and I put it out there. Now, at that point, if you don't have my back, then and it's not about me. It's not about me asking for money. It's do you have my back? And I'm gonna go ahead and say this that I'm gonna go ahead and attribute this to the fact of what I said. I give what I require. If you tell me that you working all day and you don't get a chance to take lunch breaks, guess what I'm doing? I'm sending you a gift card. Or I'm sending food to your house on your lunch break because you said you work from home and you don't get a chance to get no food. You said my back hurting or something like that. Maybe I'm not there. Maybe it's a long distance relationship. You know what I'm doing? I'm sending you a gift card to the spa to the Thai spa. So I do mean I give what I require. So
Exactly.
I feel like if you're dealing with me, I know this not fair, but I got a good daddy. And I'm not comparing, but it's a serious benchmark. And there are some people that you mess with in life that they have a benchmark. And you need to realize you're not just fucking around with no running the mill type of chick. I I I had knee surgery a year ago. So I'm coming from being completely broke. I'm working and I'm in school. I got 15 fucking hours this semester. So again, I say that I'm not just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs, but I'm not gonna act. Maybe if you make me feel comfortable in such a way to I could, then or something like that, then maybe that may be different. But I haven't ran across that type of man yet. That's why I said.
And and to piggyback off of that, that's what I was saying to keep before in the pre-show. I said when it comes to the finances, it's like people get in other people's lives. This added up, right? It goes to the next highest bidder, right? Okay, Nick Nash, you're not doing this, and this, but I'm doing everything that we need to do, not everything that somebody wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation that I hear amongst the masses is uh the financial shit really don't matter because it's so quick to leave out the door for the next motherfucker that actually got the highest bid. Oh, he got the Benz. He got he has the potential to get me Hermes. He got me the potential to get Louis Vuitton. But yeah, you get all that shit. It still got your EBT card in your bag. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got in that big ass motherfucking purse. You know what I'm saying? And hope you don't get robbed from it. Now, you know, with me, where I fall to that because I really don't trip about money in a relationship, right? It comes and goes. You know, it's the part that invested in things that you can fall forward on. You know what I'm saying? So I'll walk around here as long as I got this my walk around money. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm cool. My little secret stash money, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And when I go to purchase something that I actually need, that it's sustainable to me. So when you start mixing, like I said the other day, when you start mixing social security numbers, business and pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Then people infiltrate other people's lives and say, you sure you're all right financially? Because you know I got this going on, and then comes the conversation of separation. But at the end of the day, you could go grab that, you know, whatever that petty cash or whatever. And if you base your relationship on whether the woman makes more money than you, or the man makes more money than you, or y'all merge your shit together so you come as a bigger conglomerate financially bond. But if you're not making no tangible investments in it, then you all messed up. Because if a person that I'm rolling with, if I'm putting all these things from uh, the one thing what you said your position. So if you're a lawyer, doctor, whatever, and the other one stay home, career guard, you know, CEO of the bank. If I fall off, just like you said, Shell, if I get sick, my leg, I got an ingrown toenail, and I'm missing out of the equation, that person would have enough financial uh, ability to fill in the pieces. And no matter who do it, as long as it fucking gets done. But no, it don't seem like it goes that way amongst the masses, you know.
Right.
And they quick to leave out and say, hey, well, you know, Carol said that she got a friend, Bobby Johnson, you know what I'm saying? That's that, and he found you attractive. And girls, stop wasting your time living paycheck to paycheck. He could take care of you. He don't take care of shit because he's not willing to invest the knowledge of it so you can have financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the masses are financial illiterate when it comes to some shit like that. That's all I gotta say.
So being in a marriage and both of us working, we pretty much split everything. Now, my ultimate goal is with the blow up of the pond and the many endeavors that will undoubtedly get into. You know, I tell my wife to put her own shit. You know what I mean? But after, you know, kids in private school, all the good shit. You know, as the money comes, the empire grows. So, you know, it's I go with us. You know what I'm saying? Grind until we can get bigger and better.
Yeah. And that's understandable. But you know, amongst the masses, Frank, right? A lot of people not built like us. You know what I'm saying? So the one part is that I cherish a woman that step up to the plate and says, I know that you trying to achieve something for on our journey for the both of us, right? And the one thing is once we get to that place, do not try to come with this hating grammar to knock me down when it's not there for this. Okay, well, we can't get filet mignon this month. We can't get those crab legs. You know what I'm saying? Because we took on something else. You know
And
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? And I'm not saying that they don't have men out there that outlets like that. All I'm saying is that I didn't work in over a year, and not one motherfucker I know reached out man wise to ask me if I needed anything, if I was good. And I know a lot of people, you know, just a lot of people. I got fucking exes who still want to keep in touch with me. Bitch, you can't
Yeah,
send me money, but you want to keep in touch with me for 15 fucking years? You
yeah,
know, like
but
and again, I'm I'm sure they have great men out there. It gotta be because a lot of happy women out here happy. And don't get me wrong, and I'm not bitter or unhappy in life. I'm good. I was good the whole time. I was just saying that it was said that I felt like the guys that have been trying to stay in my life or consider themselves close enough to me where they could possibly label it some type of relationship
yeah,
wasn't
like
there for me in a I mean hell I wasn't working. I don't know what get no lower than that. I mean besides being sick, you know, and hell I was there too. So all I'm saying is that I know they do, but so when we start talking about, you know, just some of the stuff that we talk about them or bashing or nothing like that, it ain't nothing about bashing nothing like that. But no, do I don't feel like it's not about respecting women in such a way. I'm just gonna say I didn't feel like I was respected in a manner of how I give.
yeah. So
Well, for me, I think that finances are important in the relationship to the extent that um, to the extent that it's necessary to move shit. Like it's necessary for you to kind of be comfortable in your life and in your relationship with your woman. If you uncomfortable and she uncomfortable because y'all both broke, you know, that can cause for some some tension, some stress. What I will say though is that I believe that at least black men and black women, maybe men and women all together, but at least black men and black women, um, we kind of look at things fundamentally differently in terms of money, right? And how money is perceived, received, and fucking kind of maneuvered in the relationship,
Keith,
right?
not to cut
Now,
you off, but it's almost it seems like if you don't X, I won't say type of.
Which
well, I was going into that, and I'm I'm real fucking sympathetic with you feeling that way. But what I and I could say that probably most motherfuckers that are not in a relationship with you probably are on some selfish shit like that. But I'm not one of those kind of guys, right? And that's kind of where I was going into next, right? What I was going to say is that in relationships over my life, I've been the breadwinner, right? The sole breadwinner, like the nigga getting the bread. You don't got to do shit but be pretty up in this motherfucking house and go spend money. I've been that nigga, right? I've also
Yep.
been the nigga in better relationships or more fulfilling relationships for me, where me and the woman are in a relationship and we realize that we broke, right? So ain't neither one of us gonna stand for that shit, right? So it's us going to get this bread and better our situation at all costs and against the entire motherfucking world, right? It ain't no she going to get her independent money. I go fucking play poker, fucking sell some weed, whatever the fuck, and we come back to nah.
Yeah. Right
If
here.
I'm fucking selling weed and they answer the door and I'm in the shower, you know how to
You
wave these
better sell that.
motherfucking 3.5s up? What the fuck? And your ass need to go do whatever the fuck you do, slide down this pole, fucking boot some shit, whatever, fucking need a ride to work, whatever the fuck it is that you do. I'm
We
right
go.
there. I'm fucking driver, Uber, motherfucker, security dude, manager of the money, the whole month. Like this is our hustle, right? Like I'm in this shit with your ass 1,000%. So it's not that the money moves us as a relationship. We move the motherfucking money, right?
Money.
And
Right.
those kind of relationships are always more fulfilling with me.
With both of you, yeah.
What I've never been in, and say what you want, I've never been the nigga that a chick just takes care of. I've never been the nigga that's just terminally doing bad. And some woman is saying, nigga, I dig you so much that I'm just gonna house you, feed you, clothe you. I ain't never been in that motherfucking situation. And again, I think it's because, we got different ideas about the responsibility of money. You know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the relationship. Um here this is a trip, right? Um it's a trip when you think about the idea of how men and women think of the other person making more or making less money than them. Check this out, y'all.
Keeps it. So back to the question about significant other making more money than you. Is that a problem? Is that nothing?
Well, if both parties are on the same term, then I don't think it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because roles have changed.
yeah, roles
Not
have changed.
changed, but
Well, I mean,
evolved.
women are fighting for more power in certain situations. Like they're getting more jobs that we get, such as engineering and things of that nature. And you can't really fight it if they make more money than you. It's
Does
evolution.
that make you feel a certain way?
Can you guys hear that?
I'm
Because it's
like
kind of
this
low.
money to me does not
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
equate. It doesn't quantify or qualify the type of love or the amount of love you have for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this: if I make $100,000 a year, throw a figure out there, and I meet this woman who blows my mind and she makes $1 million a year, I don't like the fact she make more money than me though, bro. So I'm
We had to lock this one up later.
I need to find somebody with 100 or less. You know, I think that's the male ego that's been driving the entire plan of this world, and I think that there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see why, you know, I mean, you know, growing up traditionally in America, you know, the man of the house is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
All that. I said, but you know, nowadays there's a lot of ways to make that bread.
Yeah.
So and a lot of women are much better at certain things than I know me. I won't say everybody else, but you know, women are the spearhead of this new movement. So if you're not willing to or able to accept and embrace the fact that your significant other makes more than you if you're a man, then you need to go back to the 60s and 50s.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I think money is one of the things that causes rifts within relationships. So I think if you're able to get in a relationship with your significant other and whoever makes 10%, 20% more, I think that conversation really is irrelevant. Just as long as the main focus of you guys being together is because of attraction, because of love, because of wanting to build something together that's strong and has a foundation. If your foundation is just solely based on the financial aspect, you're going down the wrong lane in the first place.
You know? And then when you look at money from,
all right, look, it's a trip, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I played that clip, right? I had a conversation, and I was it kind of got put on my mind that a lot of times maybe my positioning is just my opinion, right, about things. My opinion happens to be the exact same opinion as all 5 of those brothers that was up there, right? Now, here's the trip thing that I found about this particular clip. You got 5 different black men, varying ages, varying economic fucking statuses, various relationship statuses. I watched the whole clip, right? They all were saying the same thing in terms of how they regard a woman making more money than them, even to the exception of brother man in the black t-shirt who expressed that, you know, yeah, damn, I don't find nothing wrong with it, but then he also reverted back to kind of say that, yeah, the positioning of men is that they have a problem with a woman making more money than them, even though you got 4 other brothers right there with you saying we don't, right? So his whole concept or his whole promoting the idea that, you know, black men have a problem with their women making more money than them was conditioned upon something that somebody told him, because the actual evidence is right in his face, including him, right? Who's dude don't got a problem with a woman making more money than him. So my point is that in terms of the way that men look at money issues, we recognize that money is always an issue, right? But we also recognize that there's no disparity between her and me, right? Like it's a us thing, right? So whoever got it, whoever don't, we got it together, whatever, right? The money, let's just deal with the money issues as issues and move on to the relationship. And there's certainly never a scenario that we heard right there where a guy is saying, okay, where a woman's earning power is determinative of whether or not he's gonna mess with her. But then let me put this clip up. This
He
threw
come
me off.
another one. Damn.
Where we at?
What? Lil Divorce?
Y'all women know you don't want no Russell Wilson type. You be bored out your mind and cheating in a few years. The tweet continued with, newsflash, it's a lot of Russell Wilsons out there. Y'all just ignoring them because they're not rich. Now, do you guys agree with this post? And are good men often overlooked because their lack of swag or celebrity? What do y'all think about this?
I think that's what his tweet was saying, because it was almost like, what do you mean that we don't want a Russell type? Because this type seems to be perfect and right for Sierra. But what really do you mean? And I think you're absolutely right. By some of the good men get looked over when they're not rich.
Lisa knew exactly what Lil Duval meant. Most of them don't think a man is a good man unless he has money.
I think that because of the quality of women now and where they are in their life and the things that they're trying to accomplish and being so independent, that they're looking for a match, if not an evenly yoked, to be able to build and be more aggressive together. And you can't do that if someone is just coming out of school. I believe, though, you believe in a person's dreams. You come out of school and you going to school to become a lawyer and you got 8 more years or whatever. If you can sustain the family, then more power to you. Until he gets out of school, until he starts, signing up with the law firm and whatever, then absolutely, you can do that. But I don't think these girls these days, I don't think that they gonna sit and wait for that.
The men.
All right. So, well, I don't put that up there to. I know I put the 2 video clips up there and it shows, it's kind of like a one off to the other and shit. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to cast any kind of disparity on anybody's point of view, right? What I'm saying is that there is a big difference in the way that men and women look at the finances when it comes down to a relationship, even at the beginning of the relationship, like going into the relationship, what it is that you want, whether or not a particular type of guy fits your criteria. Does this nigga even get, past the hello at the bar? Feel what I'm saying? Does this nigga get, does he get accepted for the blind date when you give all his qualifications and shit, right? Qualifications is 5'8", $40,000 a year, not $100,000 a year. 5'8", not 6'1". Fucking dreadlocks, not clean cut. Motherfucker wears tennis shoes and golf fucking shirts and shit, and he don't wear fucking suits. And you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker drives DoorDash and does a podcast. He's not a fucking corporate attorney. So when you start to look at those kind of things and shit, those qualifiers, there's a big fucking difference in the way that men and women look. Because look, let's just be real about it. Men are looking for proper representation, in the future in a wife. Women are looking for, love, protection, and affection. I mean, yeah, love, protection, and affection. You know what I'm saying? You want this nigga that's, he's gonna be about something. You don't want to bum. You don't want to start off with a nigga that is indicating to you that he's gonna be a bum ass motherfucker in your estimation. You want a motherfucker that's gonna show some promise at the very least, and at the very most, a nigga that's already promised. You know what I'm saying? Nigga that's already doing whatever it is that he's out there trying to do. What you saying, Shell?
You touched on a good point about that when you was just like how you explained those 2 point of views, like with women and with men. And if you really feel like that, then why not? I don't want to say it wrong. Why not invest in each other? Because just like what I was saying earlier, that I give what I require.
People are scared.
I wouldn't have no problem with it. And
why can't? But I'm finding that, and this is just me as a woman and as a black woman, that I'm finding like you are more not the norm. It seems like the norm, and I want to know from a man's point of view, like, am I being stupid or dumb? Like, cause I feel like the hoes that's asking for shit fucking winning.
Well, what I
all
was
I'm saying is that, so does that make someone more of humble beings? Or I don't want you to think that this is about, are we losing our relationships because that's how we was raised and that's how we feel? Do I need to be the chick with 15 fucking kids who ain't got to do shit and get all her fucking bills paid and taking the kids to Disneyland every fucking year?
I had a conversation with the homegirl earlier today, and we were talking about something similar to this. And what I was saying to her, I hope I made a point, maybe you guys will let me know, is that when you start talking about the idea, man, I think I might have said something like this on the podcast the other day too. When you start talking about the ideal man, right? From say if I'm a woman, right? I'm thinking, okay, well, men are half the population. So out of half the population, I should be able to find a motherfucker that fits my criteria. And let's just make my criteria a nigga that's 6'1", good looking, well groomed, making over $100,000 a year. So from the perspective of, okay, well, I got half the population to find that man in, you would think, well, okay, damn, why am I not finding that man? But that's not what you're really looking at, right? Because that man don't exist in just half the population. He exists in 5% of half the population. You feel what I'm saying? And so now your shit starts to become, it's almost like you looking at the cream of the fuck on the top, and you're not thinking about all the milk that's down at the bottom, right? You're only thinking about the cream, and the cream ain't treating you right. The cream got all this other shit going on, right? The cream of the crop got all these other different women that are considering him now, right? Not just you, right? And so now he starts to make a value judgment. He says, how easy is it for me as the cream of the crop in men to be with a woman, anyone? Well, I want to be with the sister, but the sister's kind of hard to be with for whatever reasons. You can argue whether the hardness or not, just how a motherfucker thinks of it. It is a job to be with a sister. I got shit I got to work out, argue this, that, and whatever the fuck, right? Now you think about the fucking Asian chick. Well, the Asian chick is going to be a little less fucking aggressive. So I might be a little bit more conducive with her than the white chick. And then, the Mexican, whoever the fuck, right? So that motherfucker right there is finding all these reasons not to support you, right? And so
there you go.
What you're focusing on. You saying, well, shit, black men ain't focusing on me. But you got 95% of that black man population that's still here fucking with y'all. We ain't fucking with no sisters. I mean, we ain't fucking with no white girls. We ain't fucking with no Asians. We fucking with sisters. We arguing with motherfuckers. We fucking filling this shit out. We fucking crying about money. Right. We spending our last on you. Look, we buying you. You motherfuckers tell us you want to lose weight. We know an exercise bike costs $1,000. We ain't got no $1,000 on the regular day. Christmas come up, we make a sacrifice and we spend $1,000 and get you an exercise bike because we figuring we killing two birds with one stone. It's practical and then she says, "Nigga, how you gonna buy me an exercise bike on Christmas? How insensitive!" And the nigga is like, "Fuck, got it wrong again." So we deal with all that shit and we don't go nowhere. And then when y'all start talking about black men, y'all talk about these motherfuckers up here that ain't trying to fuck with y'all, and we never get to be part of the conversation, babe.
Yeah. So look, and look,
I get you on that.
Look, I got confidants right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like solid people, right? And that's on a every other day conversation. It's like the things that I do is what that was instilled in me.
You want to wait?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That it goes, right? But it's unreasonable. Well, I know I don't have nothing, right? Right? At all intents and purposes, would you look at me, I shouldn't have nothing. Right? I came from a lot. But this part of my life is the struggle. We getting it from the mud. But if I choose to make the places where I go a peaceful place.
You're only struggling because you're on the mountain.
There you go. But the thing is, right? I'm making the mountain work, right? I'm shaking that because at the bottom of the mountain, it's at the same at the top.
You're on the mountain, right? Y'all motherfuckers to be struggling together for real right now.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I got one solid motherfucker that look. I got one solid motherfucker that you know what I'm saying. From all the experience I have in my life, right? It's the most, you know what I'm saying, revealing thing ever that happened in my life. And I had many. You know what I'm saying? That I thought I was solid in this one particular confidant that shows me that reinstalled that there are good women out here in the world. Single-handedly. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. And I don't have to campaign on what I used to have or what I have is what I'm built, what I refine myself into in this day forward with the new wisdom that I got. And you're right, Shell. And there's a lot of weird ass motherfuckers out here that do them people wrong. That we talk about every day. And the thing that comes down to it is they're gonna build you up and take from you, Shell, your dignity and all that because they think they can fucking do better and they got more options. Well, these lame ass motherfuckers they're gonna have some karma because they come there to take from you and break you down. You know what I'm saying? The people that come and think it's financial, when they go on the other side of, you know how they say, it's no harvesting nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? You got
what
on the
makes it
green.
just so fucking horrible when people be like, "Oh, you so fucking beautiful." Like you should be struggling for a fucking thing, and you be like, "You could take this fucking beauty and bitch pitch it. I want to get more ugly."
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, right?
That'd be the ultimate answer. Oh, you're so fucking beautiful. Why? I can't understand why. It's all and it's any subject you want to relate to, and you just be like, "But y'all don't know. Like we struggling. We fucking struggling.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything."
So look, Shell, you know, I came out of substantial fucking whatever you want to call it, you know, bond with somebody, right? Anything in the world, this person had to, they could just pick up and just open up a door and it was right there. Anything
And
they
look,
ever
if
thought about in life.
anybody's watching, I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. I'm not looking for somebody for money or want money. I just think it's bad that other people feel like I should be getting way more than what I'm asking for in my relationship. So that's
Yep.
why this topic kind of hit the chord for me because I just because like I said, I'm clowning about the money type of things with the little scenarios. I'm clowning about that, but I really feel like I really I really want to answer to the question like is being aggressive just what people want these days.
So Shell, so let's look, I had this conversation 2 days ago, right? And the bottom line is people don't want to accept the goodness in you, right? They try to find something wrong and get rid of it because they can't step up to the plate in it, right? The things that you take accountability for, you know what I'm saying? Um, Not even say lack of conversation, but the thing is that look, it's gonna be times in our life where it's not gonna always be gravy. It's gonna be some hardships, right?
Mhm.
But the whole thing is when the hardships comes, you know what I'm saying, did we have a complete understanding on that we're not gonna let no financial shit destroy this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Right.
pilot of this. How do you know what I'm saying? Look, you go out here and you dress it up. You campaign to say you are the epitome of success. You in Bradford, whatever the fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all giving us a good look all these years, right? But now it's not a good look no more because Shell, you got to have a knee surgery. Bradford lost his eye in the fucking work accident. It's a position. I was telling Keith this earlier, right? I said, you know, we get to that point right there, right? And we all go to the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? So he's making you unhappy right now with some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? How about if we get old? How about if we grinded ourselves down to death? You know what I'm saying? And if the stuff that we have built all this time gets fucking the silliness about some fucking money and the lights get cut off, you better, or the water get cut off, you better fill that bathtub, or why you didn't let me know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was right here laying next to you the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Telling me that you starving or whatever, but I'm saying we going to the thing. Now it becomes a battle. Who's the boss nigga or the boss bitch? You know what I'm saying? Because this new shit, this modern time with motherfucking traditional shit doesn't fucking go over well. It don't compute. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense. And they think that I'm fucking loony as a loony bird when I talk like this. If you don't come with some shit, I know if I'm making a fucking $100,000 a year, right? I'm gonna be off somewhere, business meetings or whatever. If I play a position, but if I'm my own businessman working from home, I'm right here. So yeah, you could go out and do what you need to do as a hobby or whatever. Care, the kids is taken care of, all the shit, right? Now, if you fuck it off, or if I fuck it off, and I lied to you about it, then it's gonna be a discrepancy. Why you didn't tell me? You know what I'm saying? But for all the simple facts here, is you right. You deserving of the hard work you put in as a human being to retrieve somebody that's journeying with you, where you give up your flesh, you give up your time, and all that to be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? On that level. And if they're not spiritually connected to you,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And roll with the same veracity is the God is making this shit happen for me. He put you in my life for a specific reason until our journey is over with. Then go kick rocks at the motherfucking river, nigga. Get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Free myself, because I'd rather be alone than have to deal with your bullshit.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And that's the bottom line.
I,
You know what I'm saying?
I've always been of the same mind of Mac. Like I've never been just a layup under. I've always had to have my own shit, right? Um, and I've always been of the mind that if I got it all, you ain't gotta have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Real
just me.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hopefully one day I can have it all, so ain't nobody gotta have nothing, because that's just my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
for me, go ahead,
so
Frank.
yeah, that's how I feel about that shit, man. Like, as long as I'm growing, like and my wife is growing, we gonna grow together. As long as I'm taking care of my business, we gonna be out. Gonna be out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, money is only as important as my need for it, right? So it don't, like I say, it don't move the relationship. And then, for what Shell was saying before I fucking lost connection, um, I'm, I'm, I really, really feel for you and shit, right? That the niggas that have come in or passed through your life, right, and still are around,
Mm-hmm.
are not niggas of any kind of real substance. But
Period.
to combat that entire idea of that being kind of indicative of the black man, and then me by myself being kind of different, well, you got three of us right here, right? And I don't think two of us is going to be the niggas that wouldn't send you something.
There you go.
You
I
feel
know.
what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah, that's the
And I
thing.
think, and like I said, I think the point of what it is was, and I think I was just trying to tie finances into the show as well. That
No, but you should feel the way
You
that you
tell me the
feel,
way you
right? Because,
feel.
like I said,
like
you should
Shit.
have you should have somebody in your life and shit.
Yeah. No woman
Whether
should
Hey,
go through that
whether
shit.
feel
look,
like
whether a nigga is spending whole nights or not, right? Niggas should still want to fucking look out if a motherfucker is seeing you doing bad. Like if I got a chick that I'm trying to build with or whatever and shit, right? And I got it, like Frank said, I got it, and she ain't gotta have it. Other
Yeah.
side of the coin is, what about the chicks that I ain't trying to fucking build with? What if I'm that kind of nigga and
right.
you showed up in my life not the kind of chick that I would just look out for? But I still knock you back because you're pretty as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So what if
But
I'm
the
that
thing
nigga?
is,
And
uh,
I think I'm talking more towards relationship that you consider. I've known you more than 6 months type of relationship now, not just the okay, I thought you was cute, that you was feeling me, we smashed, and it was it, and maybe or maybe not you kept in touch. I'm talking about there one occasion when you did fucking keep in touch, and now you find yourself in a fucking relationship. Nah, nigga, what?
so look, I'm just gonna bear the motherfucking salt rocks right now, right? I was
what
in
you
a
gonna do?
relationship for look 20 years,
Quran.
right? Look, so the thing is, right? I walked through the guy brought me away from all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had the epitome of a relationship that you would fucking be proud of, that I thought, right? But let money be the fucking devil season, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, this person left me to die.
The whole devil season.
You know what I'm saying? Look, anything that person wanted by joining their life with me, they had it with no second asking or nothing, right? All that just get put on the back burner because how can I take myself away from that by being sick? You know what I'm saying? And it's a cold thing. And Mac know the shit personally. You know what I'm saying? So it's another level to the shit. When you have tangible business, you didn't have houses, all foreign, whatever they talk about right now, nigga, I have done that, did that shit, right? And built my family up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Real stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
If
So the
there's
thing is, right?
1 second, Nick, if there's one thing beautiful about this situation is we now know, all of us, as they say in boxing, before the fight, protect yourself at all times.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, right? It was it was protected, right? But it actually we lost Shell on the voice thing. I don't know how she blocked out, but look, you know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
can't
For
hear
all
me?
the tip
Yeah, we can
no,
hear
I
you.
couldn't hear you. We can hear
Oh,
you
I
now.
wasn't saying that. Nobody has. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I might.
So the thing is, right? For all the tits and purchases, I'm a nigga that failed. a woman in life because I took the revenue stream away from her. Did I? You know what I'm saying? Because it was something that in that part where it's like, no, now I'm out here in the woods wasting my life away because I could still come back and retrieve that same ambition and the same revenue again, not with her.
But let me correct you.
I don't
You
think you
started
wasted your life
out
away, brother.
where I lost someone due to the revenue stream. You ain't fucking lost shit. She lost
But
out, and she
so
wasn't there for the things that she promised that she was going to be there for. So no, you didn't leave her. God gave you discernment. Because what if it had been 16 years with this motherfucker, and you would have found out 50, and then when you got to your tender years, she couldn't even be there. So I'm saying you gotta thank God that He showed you things in choice. If she wouldn't deal with you in one of a situation that one could consider their worst, because at one point you didn't know how it was going to go. So if it was and then on top of that, to not because I don't know, and maybe I know too much about it, but to not believe some fucking body chose not of your caliber chose not to work because you just didn't want to work because she didn't believe you. So no, I don't no, you don't get to say that because I lost someone I cared about doing a revenue stream. Fuck her. She wasn't there for the long run anyway. So you didn't lose her. You didn't lose her. I digress. So don't say that. You hit me in a way that because that's not how I want to hear you talking about that. Okay.
Yes, hilarious.
So the thing
she said
is,
it. I ain't got no problem with it.
Hey, we Piranhas, goddammit. What else we gonna do?
She said it.
We backs all plays around this bitch. We change audibles, nigga. We do all that. We move as a team around this motherfucker. So it's like what it is what it is, nigga.
So when I
they gotta sell no tickets if I need to push out.
So when I said that way, right, and that's me campaigning to let somebody else in my life, right, and they want to actually hear the backstory, right, because they say, how was you all the way up here? Now you right here. Now am I worth it for them to invest in my time? And they got some women out there like this, you know what I'm saying? But I could always go to the store. It's like, oh, I had all that, you know, I had all of these things. But do that make me?
I know I digress.
Thank you, Mama. So the thing is, do that make me a unlikely candidate to be a part of somebody's
New
life?
Orleans.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the part that I'm faced with, right? So yeah, I'm in a peculiar thing because now it's, you know, I really got to sit down because I work myself to death. You know what I'm saying? And for me to try to explain that to a woman that wanna what they call nowadays a high value man. No, I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in wisdom, right? I got doctor's appointments, all the rest of these things, and I'm gonna sit my ass right down there and meditate and go walk outside and play with the bears and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm so lonely outside. I got my own little bear. Look at that. Look, wildlife preservation. Right here by my side.
I'm gonna go outside, play with the bears and shit.
I got my own bear. I got my own bear.
But that is the thing that I face. So when you see now this is the cold part, right? When you see a person in this area and it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm Nick Nash, this is what I got going on. Oh, where the bag at? And they look you up and down first. Then they ask you what you do for a living. I say live. They can't accept that. Right? But I got all my basics covered. You know what I'm saying? Basic enough for me. Now to add on to that, to have somebody come in my life, now I got to produce all these other fucking fantastical things. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to serve you dick and a smile. How about that?
But Nick, right now, now, you live in like the, not mid, and not
like a two-piece,
but a combination
like
of that type of life. So I would expect you to give a spiritual answer like that. We talk about the motherfuckers who ain't giving that spiritual answer. Who ain't saying that I'm living. That's what I'm saying. I'm living. See, you're like real rare. So you're rare. So that you ain't right now Long Beach. You ain't Inglewood. You ain't whatever it is. You ain't whatever it is out there right now. You kind of doing your own thing. You live in your own la la land. That's different.
No,
I'll tell you,
I could
not rare.
That is him. He's ascended.
I might be rare in some occasions, but what I'm not rare in is the fact that I'm a black man still committed 100% to working life out with a sister, man, with a sister.
Yeah, I'm
just
on the
trying
way
to
in
get
there.
there. I'm just
Hey,
trying
man.
to get there, man. I'm just
Real
trying to
queens
get
with real kings,
fucking
homie.
understand
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because
You
once
ain't
we
gonna
got some
get-
understanding, we conquer the motherfucking world, man. Ain't nothing we can't do. Because you know what? I ain't no punk about it. I'm gonna go try everything, right?
Well, you know what?
Gonna
I
jump
can't
out of
wait till the day that
airplanes.
we
We're gonna
get
do
on
all
page
kind of
with
shit,
that and
right?
we
We're
both
gonna do
want it
this
at the
shit
same
together.
time.
Yeah, I still need kids around here. I still need some children. You know what I'm saying?
Children.
Gee, what
Somebody
you
that's,
doing?
you know what I'm saying? I come home, look, I wash the clothes, do the
That
dishes.
nigga,
We both
this nigga said that like he been living on Poincapie Island.
Man, my nigga said children.
30 years. That nigga
Nick
said
say
children.
I still need some. Nick say I still need some kids around here.
No, he
you know what I'm
didn't.
saying?
He
But
said
look,
children
I'm
is
fully
what he
That nigga
said.
said he
That
needs some
part.
look,
children.
He said
Children
children.
around here.
He did
nigga.
say children. He did.
you know what I'm saying? I'm fully invested in my blackness and carrying on the
That
heritage
nigga
of
sound like Auntie Joe. Tell me that nigga didn't just sound like Auntie Joe.
Fucking
Man,
hilarious,
he
nigga.
She was
Hey,
pretty awesome that day.
you know what I'm saying? Don't be
Crazy,
surprised.
yo.
And I pop up with a little, little baby, little burping, you know what I'm saying? 6, 7 months.
I
You
wouldn't
know
be
what I'm saying?
surprised at all, brother. I'd be very, very happy and elated for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need that because it's to keep it going because we need to put the new perspective in the things that we got, you know what I'm saying, and go and not fall on deaf ears. Because the things that we talking about now, people don't want to accept that it's basic and simple, right? Open up your mind and hearts. Don't try to campaign on something that's you can't touch. You know what I'm saying? Like Max said, it's a 5% group, it's actual numbers, right? And the other 95% goes to, oh, we just walk past this dude until you see something that say, not from this man's words, but what he stuff that he got that he's valuable to talk to and to deal with. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Find
And share.
somebody you can build with, man.
Yeah.
Find somebody you can build with, man. You ain't just go jump off into nothing with nobody that ain't got nothing. I wouldn't, not even potential, nigga. Potential just ain't enough. But
Yeah.
there's
So
motherfuckers
like,
out
So
there
wait a
that are
minute.
on your level or
Wait.
better that
But
is
why?
around you. Huh?
Why
What
potential
happened?
ain't enough? I'm just curious. Why?
Because I'm 40 fucking 3. It'd be great if I was 23, nigga. If I was to get off into a relationship right now, that's so happy I'm married. If I was to get off into a relationship right now, nah, hell no. Nigga, that would be a complete waste of time, nigga. That'd be like having a whole nother set of kids. Why would I do that?
yeah,
Well,
I
what I
would.
would say is this, right? What I would say
You
is
know what I'm saying?
this, right? Just on a financial tip, right? So none of us are millionaires, right? But Frank, you married, right? Okay, so let's just say that at some point, you're gonna be a millionaire and you're gonna be married, right?
Right.
Now, just coming from that idea in your head, sitting in your car right now, right? You can't tell me that you don't believe in the potential of Mimi to help y'all get to that million. Nigga, you in it and y'all ain't got it now. Anything that y'all get from here on out is all based on potential belief and motherfucking faith, my nigga. Like, for
Right.
real, for real. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
But we
So,
are in it together though.
right, y'all already in it
Right.
together. What I'm saying
Right.
is you don't got shit, right, but a job, right,
Right.
and a podcast. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is going for, okay, so I don't got no wife, right? But let's
Right.
just say, boom, I meet a chick, you know what I'm saying, and she doing her shit, right? In her career, whatever the fuck, making her little $100,000 a year, whatever the fuck, right? But find my ass fucking enticing or whatever and shit, right? At this stage of the game, she has to be looking at my potential, right? And my potential is based upon the fact that I've been rich twice, right?
Yeah.
And poor 4 times. So, you know what I'm saying?
There you
And
go.
more importantly, I don't never stop hustling, right? I show up for this
Exactly.
motherfucker you know, and everything that I need to do to fucking pay my way through life every fucking day, right? So the potential is there, and the belief that, okay, well, either this podcast gonna jump off of this nigga gonna win 100,000 in the motherfucking World Series of Poker, or he gonna hook up with Freeway Rick some kind of way or another, and him and Nick and Frank gonna end up doing a fucking dispensary in LA. But this nigga ain't gonna keep on driving DoorDash. Feel what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
in my
But look though,
bro.
here's the
And
difference.
I think that we all got to be rolling with that.
No, here's the difference though, right? If a chick meets you flat off the bat and she's digging you, she's gonna take some time to know you. Meanwhile, you're not just gonna be at home not doing shit. You could be doing what K-Mac do. So the potential is gonna be there. That's different. If you run into a broad that's not doing nothing,
No, so look, so this
Yeah,
is
she
my
ain't gonna
thing,
get
right?
nothing, but you know what she gonna get, man.
that's
It's
what
nothing
I'm
but
saying, bro.
Batman.
That's all I'm saying. It's
Look,
difference because
Be
as
Mr. Fun
the more
Time.
time
Uncle
she
Mac can
spend
come
on
sit
you,
on my
nigga,
motherfucking lap in this rocking chair on
right. So
OnlyFans.com.
listen,
easy
right?
peasy.
The more time a woman spend with you, nigga, you ain't gonna be just at home not doing shit, nigga. You gonna be driving DoorDash, nigga, doing this podcast, nigga, making butter, selling weed, nigga. You gonna be grinding like you do. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's totally different if you meet a broad that ain't doing shit, but
yeah.
at
So I told
home
my confidant,
with kids.
I told my
You
confidant,
know what?
I
Don't do
said, look,
shit and try to be
Don't
with.
have no time for that, nigga.
You
I'm
got a
40, you know what I'm saying?
problem. You got a real
I
problem with
wouldn't
this.
even, you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
That don't even compute to me. It's different if she at work, nigga. You meet her on her job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's a difference. You
You
know
know
what I'm
what I'm saying?
saying?
Look,
But just
and
to be
always
down out doing nothing, that
look.
ain't
So I
true.
try to,
Mama
I
Neil,
try to
I don't know if you
look.
amen it for me or Frank or both of us, but we
Right. Well,
love you.
thank you.
That was
So
right after
so
I had went off.
so my thing is right. So
That was right
I
after I
tell
went off, and you came back and said, "Well, I was gonna say it, but I ain't need to."
you know what I'm saying.
Man,
So
thank
every
you.
woman that
Then we
asks me,
got that.
Oh,
so
okay.
the confidants that ask me to
It's
journey with
all
them, right? They ask my permission
okay.
to journey with me. I said like this, right? We're gonna have a conversation that's gonna spark that $1 million mind frame, that $1 million mentality, right? And it's
But that's not
it
the norm. Most
no,
dudes
it is
not
the
thinking
norm.
about taking you to the daiquiri shop and go have
No,
that conversation that's gonna spark that
no,
$1 million
no, we're gonna
mind.
have that conversation. Look, we're gonna have this conversation because
But
that's
I
in
keep
my
telling
belief.
you that you are not the norm. You're
You know what
not
I'm
the
saying?
norm, Nick.
So the thing is, right? It's a conversation that's
Whoever they
been going
moving
on
to
for
the mountain.
generations, though, right? Because the thing is, I be thinking that you be lying to kick it and said that I'm in this position right here. I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, I'm doing this, right? But tomorrow, if you don't have ownership of it, right? You just in a position. They could take that away from you. So all you told me 3 days ago, it's like, oh, I got laid off, I got fired, I lost my job. What are you gonna do with me now? But we already got started because the conversation was not what you, who are you as a person? What are you capable of? I could be capable of destruction. And I say like this, right? Do you want to build or do you want to destroy? You know what I'm saying? Because you could destroy me in the idea of whatever it is at any given moment.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
We can
look,
Hold
destroy
on, hold
people
on.
without words.
look.
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
give y'all some.
Before you say this, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say one more time, Nick, that you are not the norm, but I'm gonna tie it in. I say that because Keith, wouldn't you agree that when you talking about dudes, there's two certain type of niggas. A nigga that's gonna be a little bit rough and a little bit gangster, and then what's gonna be, you know,
The other one.
Yeah. The other,
intellect, physiological. You know what I'm physiological. You know how
yeah.
I'm trying to say it, but I'm messing it up right now. But you
I know
know,
exactly
Soy
what you're
sauce.
doing.
like
I just want
like
you to
that's
say
gonna be
it.
like, because they're gonna be two separate type of dudes, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, let me
So
start right here because they want to demasculize whatever that word
Here, let
is.
me.
That's like, I don't even know what that is. Take it down a little bit, Nick. Don't try to go 100%. All I know is 100. That's
It's
all I know.
emasculate.
yeah.
It's
Emasculate me. I said all I know is 100%.
Check this
Go
out,
ahead.
bro. In the spirit of the piranha pond, because I'm always talking about the water is clear. I'm gonna go on and throw me and Nick out there on some, you know, to show you Frank, what we mean about potential. So Me and Nick is successfully, we done created a whole successful side business off of business, right? Like we literally are doing our shit. We making deliveries in the Cadillac, nigga. How about that? Delivering lunch in the Cadillac, delivering lunch on the motorcycle, that kind of shit. Like we Flossy McBossy. We meet a chick, ends up becoming my baby mama. So you just don't think that this is just some random chick. End up meeting a chick, and okay, so I like her, right? Boom, we vibing or whatever and shit. When it seems that we're gonna be in a relationship, I say to her, "What do you do?" Let me preface this by saying this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna preface this by saying this. Before me and Nick did the little business thing, I drove a cab, right, in LA. And at the time that I drove the cab, I drove at night, and we drove a lot of black sex workers. No other way to put it. Shit. Strippers, porn stars, fucking, escort chicks. And we had relationships with them. They kind of trusted us. We was like the black cab company and shit, right? So and we was a bunch of thugs. So I say that to say that I had a relationship kind of in the sex industry and shit, right? With a lot of different people and shit, right? So now I meet
fantasy.
I meet this girl, my BM, and I say to her, mind you, that's not all the hookups I got. Me and Nick got hookups all in the business community in Inglewood, right? From serving lunches. Okay. So I say to her, what do you do? She says, I'm a phlebotomist. I said, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. She says, well, I draw blood. I got my certification, but I need to get 20 hours and get recertified so that I can get a job. Is that right? As it turns out, me and Nick, we hooked in with it's basically an offshoot of EDD, but it was like they called it the Inglewood One Stop, right? And what it was the unemployment office, the EDD development, and all the different programmings that you can get in through EDD at the time and shit, right? So they had whole vocational programs, fucking resume writing shit, fucking babysitting, just the whole, it was a one-stop spot for when your ass ain't got no job and you want one, right? Yeah. And we knew the lady who ran it. Like the lady who ran it loved us, right? So I went to her and I said, look, I got a little friend, she's a phlebotomist. She need to get her hours. Is there any program that you could suggest for her? She says, have the girl come up here on Monday. I'm going to put her in a job training program where she'll get her 20 hours and get paid while she's doing the 20 hours. This motherfucker never showed up, right? First thing, never showed up. But I didn't give up, right? So, in the conversation of why you didn't show up, she says, well, I just didn't want to tell you, but I gotta, be real. I'm a dancer. You a dancer? Well, where are you a dancer at?
She didn't think you would go
I go to all the clubs, right? Oh well, I go to the underground clubs. What underground? Oh, on 54th Street. Oh, BB's club. What?
Yeah, we already know.
Everybody. We know everybody.
So she didn't think you was gonna pursue it, but when you pursued her doing something different, she had to be real.
But here's the thing, right? This is about us. We turned that into a whole business model. Like we was throwing parties and like we was making thousands of dollars and shit, right?
We talked about that
around in that industry, and we wasn't responsible for nobody. Like we wasn't no management or no shit like that. But what I'm saying is the opportunity behind us wanting to support her, or whatever the fuck she wanted to do, right?
We didn't have no restrictions.
Something for us, right? Where and she was still involved. She was, she was involved like a motherfucker, right? Nick ass.
But we had a podcast. We had a podcast about that too. Once you find out, is it appropriate for you to take the managerial point of view? I'll manage the money. If you were doing it,
we don't put a title
going
on
to
it.
do it anyway.
Well, remember my position on that, and I think I was, in sheer transparency at that time. I think I said, like, yeah, I'm shit. This ain't even no conversation. We're going to get the bread. Not only that,
go ahead, Frank.
You talk about you come down that motherfucker. I'm gonna be trying to talk about coming down that motherfucker upside down, surfboard, spinning with the other chick, all that. Like, how do you up to Andy on this shit, right?
So
go ahead, Frank.
So wait.
I'm sorry.
So wait.
Who the fuck I am, right? I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you.
So wait, look, right? Hey, Mac. Let me quick rebuttal that right quick, right?
Yeah.
This nigga Mac says that like he didn't preference that before me and Nick made a business out of a whole side business. Nigga, that's what you do. We not talking about the average nigga. Post that time though, mind you, not to give the autobiography away, but you were legendary before that, nigga. The hell are you talking about? Stop it, nigga.
But look,
stop it, nigga.
But the thing is, right? That's what development
I'm just
is.
I'm just talking about supporting potential. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But she had potential. She let you know off the back, and you knew what to do with it. What if she said, I was out about being a phlebotomist, I just got 5 kids, I just thought you was cute?
Yeah.
Well,
but the thing
is,
right?
hit and run shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Up in that motherfucker and everything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if she has potential, of course we go support the shit because that's what we do. But I'm not finna waste no time on a broad that don't have nothing.
No, so the thing
that
is,
cannot
right?
offer me nothing but good pussy. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
No such thing. You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't
No
gonna
such
work.
thing, man.
I said, he keep going back to that. Frank keep going back to that nothing and shit. But if you got nothing, like,
yeah, you gotta have something. Potential just ain't enough.
If you have nothing,
right?
I mean, but
if you got the potential to go out there and make more kids, then I suppose we can exploit that.
Have nothing because
but
most
bro,
people I know don't have nothing for some time.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Just make it seem like it ain't ever gonna be no hope. You ain't never gonna.
If you don't have nothing, then you don't want for nothing. So how can it be any hope, bro? I mean, you understand? I'm 43. I'm not 27. I'm not 32. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no time like that. It's a different level of, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah, but
it's different.
But I like
if I had the type of time,
elevated, right? Your circumstances.
Yeah, I just don't. Personally, though, I'm not saying all dudes. I mean, you go do what you love to do.
No, I'm
you like it, I love it.
Circumstances have changed.
Right. If
like
I was a 43-year-old single man now, still doing what we doing, and I'm doing what I'm doing, I still wouldn't waste no time on no average broad. Man, I'd be out there mingling in clubs that I can get into. Nigga, I'd be trying to upgrade my situation.
You can't say that. Average.
Do you see this?
He mean it.
Do you see this?
So now we know who you got to be a step above the rest for you.
So the thing is, right?
Okay, no, average.
Frank in that 10%. He ain't playing with.
Hold on, where you from, Palomona? That Palomona came out.
Pomona.
Yeah.
Pomona, no L. But no, though, it's in my DNA. I don't think that. I mean, I am a product of where I'm from, but man,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is,
man.
When I've been hearing from like a lot of the homegirls, right? It's some soy sauce ass nigga dudes out here though. Like that. So the thing is, right? They don't have.
I think that shit is coming. I think that shit is coming from a reaction.
They breaking niggas and y'all letting them. So.
No.
I'm saying
I'm not letting them do shit.
It's a reaction of either niggas not being able to stay on the same wavelength as chicks. Like niggas ain't moving as fast as chicks, same age. And secondly, the niggas that are moving fast enough, they kind of look at it as a game, right? Like she tried to finesse me out my bread. I'm trying to finesse her out the ass. And ain't nobody really trying to fucking move the black family forward.
Right.
There we go. And that's what I was saying, right? Because then when you have people like us, all the way down to the female version of us, right? Try to move the black family forward, right? It's put a stale taste in people's mouth because they say, how can you think about this? You know what I'm saying? How can you put any thought to it when we trying to get here to even get the financial to start at that time? Before you know it, time has passed it. oh, let me get this, and this in order before I go to this part, right? No, it's moving on the go, right? And the thing is, right, it don't come with my resume. You know what I'm saying? Because I had that 2 days ago. I don't have that right now. I had $1 million in the bank. Now I got $999. You know what I'm saying? Now I just took 2 out, and the rest of it is put somewhere else where I'm not thinking about the money, investments. You know what I'm saying? But why it's not in your pocket for we could go out here and do this trips to Montego Bay? But I was like, that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But do we have the home base, our foundation set? Because this is the one thing that people lost and they overlook, right? You got to set a base of operation first. If you don't have a base of operation, right, from both sides, if both of y'all don't have a base of operation to start from, you know what I'm saying? You got your own spot, I got my own spot. We merge it together. Because when you come in my spot, you don't have to pick up a finger. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, this is your peaceful place. This is what I say security, not financial security, but secure in who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be protected. There ain't going to be no strange knocks on the doors. There ain't going to be no drama from nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You could be artsy-fartsy, draw, go out here, skip rocks, skip down the street, play hopscotch, and all that shit in the motherfucking front yard. You know what I'm saying? On my block, and they'll come by and say, you don't have to do nothing. You over there by Nick Man?
Totally free by you. Totally free.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to make sure
Kick
that
back, man, relax. Hang on out. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I'm the same way, man. Just hang on out.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
I got it, we got it. Period.
Because all I demand is a peaceful place with no fucking lip, with no fucking discrepancies, right? Give me a chance to even get into my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
You better reword that. That no fucking lip might make you go viral, homie.
That's what we want. Yeah. Say it twice.
Allegedly.
I'm saying no arguing about anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have time to argue. You know what I'm saying? And to take it further than that, right? What's revealed to me, I'm working to be employed by God. You know what I'm saying? It's past this life thing. So if I create kids, a foundation, or whatever, that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to work out, because if I go cryptocurrency, they could turn off the power tomorrow. I can't get there. But if I got $10 or $100 in my shoe and some other shit in the envelope hidden around, we're going to make it happen. We're going to get it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't have that goal and ambition no more, that you have to remix and you have to recreate yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? With God's love.
I've been in a few relationships in my life. All of them have ended.
Yeah. It ain't no happily ever after, nigga. Never.
Listen to what I'm saying now. Listen to what I'm saying now. So all those relationships have ended, and the only thing I look at those relationships like I look at Noah's Ark in the Bible, right? So all that shit that happened before Noah's Ark didn't make no motherfucking difference. It's the niggas that got on the ark that carried the legacy.
Be able to tell a story.
Right. Yeah. Right. So same thing with them relationships. All them old relationships, they ended. I got some cool kids up out the fucking scenario, which is the legacy for those relationships. And on top of it, I think that I've been a fairly decent pops, you know, in terms of providing for these motherfuckers. If it's been nothing but good advice, right? I always tell, because I got boys, right? So I tell these niggas, and I don't think they be understanding when I say to you, look, man, I gave you the best gift you ever gonna get from another man in life. That's breath. Everything after that is fucking gravy, homie. So be grateful and shit. Don't be having your fucking mouth stuck out because a nigga didn't buy you a PlayStation, right? Nigga, I bought your ass a whole fucking life. So fuck what you talking about and what you going through. At this stage of the game, right? I'm really on some fuck them kids, right? Like them niggas is grown. Like you niggas, right? It's my turn.
Well, we know Kimari's busy all the time, so it's always been preseason on that little boy.
Grown too. That nigga grown. With like,
I need you to put most respect on Kimari's name.
Yeah, okay. I got respect on his grown ass name. That nigga can be grown out there with his mama. And right now, you know, life is about me. You know what I'm saying? I spent Carrier's 20, right? Yeah. I spent the last 20 years just being dad, right? Like I literally stopped my life. The Keith Mack life, like I stopped that, right? And I was a cool ass nigga. I liked it, my life, man. Shit. I did what the fuck I wanted to do.
But here it is,
You
you had
feel
to
what
be
I'm saying?
daddy. Right.
Right. And I stopped all, I sacrificed all that shit to go be these niggas' dad in a place where shit, dad was the nigga that made a difference. Cause I got babies by young chicks, younger chicks, right? Younger generational chicks, right? So my boys didn't have my mama for a mama. Let me just say that.
Right.
So I'm saying that I did everything I'm supposed to do. Second half just started up, right? I'm in my second 50 years, right? And this is for me, man. I got to make me happy. And part of me being happy is finding a chick that is conducive to all the shit that I bring along with me, fucking analytical, fucking overthinking shit, and super logical, not very emotional. And, but the other side of the coin is that I see all the other shit. I might not be it, but I certainly see it. And I don't discount it as being unimportant, like how I was saying the other day and shit, right? I realized that, the way that a woman feels about things, although it might not be accurate, it's still fucking real. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel that I don't like you because of some shit that I did, right? But I did shit because I needed to do some other shit, but that's how you read it, right? It's real in your mind, but it ain't fucking accurate. You feel what I'm saying? I still fuck with you. I just was on some other shit the other day. You feel what I'm saying? So, for me, it's just about, trying to find somebody that can kind of fit that mold and then grow with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm back to go again. And I just got out of jail. I didn't get no $200 when I went back to go. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm starting all over in this Monopoly game from nothing with a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Podcast in a whole good fucking sense, right? And a good fucking heart, I think. I might be mean sometimes and kind of fucking blunt and rough, but I mean well. And what's more important, that's what's more important than anything else, that everything that I do is consistent with trying to grow with a woman that I'm trying to spend my life with, as opposed to, just trying to get along with a chick that makes me feel good right now. Feel me?
Period. I like, and that's a good point. And, and that's what I always say, man, just learning from you, saying, and just my life experience to all my mentors, right? It comes down to the basic, simple as this, right? I'm a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You know what I'm saying? So the temporary problem is whatever you feel like is bothering you for the day. You know what I'm saying? The permanent is I'm a real live human being. You know what I'm saying? I could be passionate, and the same ferocity I could put into being kind, I could be putting into, I'm twice as a hellified nigga out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because if you tell me you want to move that way, I'm going to make it all possibilities and go rake the streets and make it happen. You want to do what? You want to be a circus clown? I know some clown ass nigga that you could trip over their shoes.
I know exactly where you can learn from.
And if that's what you want, that will suffice you in life. You know what I'm saying? Make a phone call. Now, it might not be, oh man, I haven't heard from you for a long time, but it could happen. It's applicable to anybody. And this is when I say, Shell, right? That you're not at fault for none of the views that you have, because we come from a certain creed. You know what I'm saying? You are an earth mother, right? The same integrity that you have all the way around, you want not to coddle a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You want them to come with their basic shit covered. Be a representation of whom I are, not the emotional side, but look, if you see something, put it in this place. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to govern over me and you, you know what I'm saying, to make this shit happen. I'm going to love you and cherish you because I'm a woman. I'm a mother, auntie, sister, and I exist. But if you think you need to exist on find some natural shit, poof, money gone. You know what I'm saying? We can still have money with small faces. I found the envelope with small face hundreds, and it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But do that make me a dinosaur? Do it makes me whatever? Because you know what I'm saying, I still trust that kind of bread from there. And right, Matt, you and Frank.
You might fuck around and get George Floyd for a fucking small face right about now, nigga.
For real.
That shit is counterfeit and choke your ass out.
Exactly. But the thing is, right, all of us have done a good job. Yeah, with our life so
It happens. We niggas, man. That type of shit
Sorry.
happens.
Your ass
You know what I'm
out,
saying?
nigga.
We happens. That type of shit
Hey,
happens with
world,
us.
we pity what happened to George.
We
I'm gonna
do.
have to get
We
mine
ain't
fresh out the
we ain't
ATM of
talking
the
about
bank.
that shit.
Goddamn
And
it.
look at
We
his
talking
face.
about the motherfuckers that
We
killed them.
know that was a
Right.
bad joke. We know it. We acknowledge. Okay, we can move
You
on.
know what I'm saying?
No,
But
that wasn't even a joke. It was an analogy.
It was
It's
an
different.
analogy.
yeah,
It was bad.
It's
it's an
different.
analogy.
It was
You know what I'm saying?
It was
So the thing is,
insensitive.
right?
your ass out. Come on now.
They
No,
will
I'm
though.
saying,
And
no, but Shell, you know that all that shit started because they said he passed a counterfeit $10 bill.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it to that.
That's
But I
what I'm
got real.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying. Nigga trying
Oh,
to
okay.
spend
that's
That's how
what
we
I'm
all this
saying.
right now.
That's how we even use that name. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So the thing is that a nigga still could go back and probably find some small faces. But I'm out of the box. I'm a dinosaur now. You know what I'm saying? Even with my thoughts, because I'm not on this new modern shit, right? The modern shit just don't fucking compute. I'ma stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Although I am limited, I can't go out here and dig holes and work fucking 12-hour days anymore, right? Because my body is
7
limited.
Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, right? I still, like Keith said, I like how you put it so eloquently, right? We still have the wherewithal to fucking make shit click up. We still got relationships that we didn't fuck it off because of some money or some bad fucking money deal. We didn't rob, steal, and pillage nothing. You know what I'm saying? You haven't even Shell. You haven't even Frank. You know what I'm saying? It's the goodness. You know, and this is why we got the Piranha to talk about this shit. And anybody who want to come on who's having the same motherfucking thing, it's okay.
Nah.
God will see
Put
us
the link
through.
up every time.
You know what I'm saying? God will see us through because we said suffering, but it's actually an epiphany. It's actually an awakening. Shit, it ain't this fake woke shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't this fucking fake busy shit. Look, I'm out here trying to make it so I can keep this fucking phone line open. You know, look, how about this, right? Even if my phone get cut off by some mishap, right? You know where the address is. You know to come around the block. You know
this
what I'm
nigga don't look, Shell. This nigga does not understand how good a vlog he is just in that square by his motherfucking self. I keep telling this nigga he needs to just do this shit on video by himself. I'll post that shit up. That nigga should have go viral. In any event, we had 140, right?
He was a 3-hour rant. Wake up to 50 million views.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Sit tagged into the pond.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
In any event, we at the 140 mark, so we this is the end of another good one.
I'm sorry about my rant. I just talked the whole last 10 minutes.
My niggas wound the fuck up.
Hey,
my eye hurt.
Hey, that's Nas for you, baby. Nick Nas in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking building, man. If you don't put some of this, nigga, you ain't gotta do nothing but sit that phone just like it is, nigga, and talk your shit.
And talk your shit, right?
Yeah, I got you. Homie, don't even trip. I got you.
Man. That's why he's the man in the chair. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I'm sorry, I don't be making sense.
Break that into like five clips to send you.
Nigga, you talk all the shit. What you mean? You talk well. You got to make damn good sense. What you talking about?
And they can Dropbox that shit right into the fucking pond. Bam. In any event, I want to thank everybody for joining us for another epic episode of the Piranha Pond StreamCast live at 5/7 Central. Thank you guys for jumping in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. We need to start trying to get the likes up a little bit while we're watching. You can hit I think you can hit the likes more than once or whatever and shit, right? What else?
Like the whole time.
Yeah. No church announcements. So I will say that once again, we have been live at 5 from the /7 Central from the Piranha Pond StreamCast, and now we are
through votes.